We are Nicki and Carlo, and our family live in Positano, Italy, nearly 500 steps from the road, but surrounded by fruit and olive trees and with a fabulous view. Our garden overlooks the sea and we grow our own food. We show you what life is really like on the Amalfi coast. So please subscribe and welcome to the Positano Diaries.
Saw you paint a picture of a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love, but it's so hard to move on. You haven't changed, you stayed the same. But if you did, I'd still love you anyway. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same. Had this conversation more than 10 times. After 9, I still wished you were mine. Haven't ate in 7 days, 'cause I've been up till 6 a.m. Wrote 5 songs all just for you. 3 of them I can't bear listening to. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't.
It was a busy, hot week. I had weddings most days. I guess everyone loves a June wedding, although this June it's far hotter and busier than usual in town. It seems that the tourists that haven't been able to visit in the last couple of years are all here this summer. Usually Positano is extremely busy only in August, but this year there's a joke going around that the 2022 Positano calendar reads January, February, March, August, 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 November, December. We spent our time off in the garden with early morning walks and dips in the pool and afternoon naps in the shade. Carlo's just been up to the road with his carrello. We're starting to run out of gas, so he's had to go and get a gas delivery. I think we do this maybe once, maybe twice a year. And yes, he is still wearing his hat. Apparently it's now a thing. Everything he does, he's gonna have that hat on.
Sembrerebbe che questo sale le scale da solo. È vero, in parte è così, ma se non lo tieni qua ti si cappotta addosso, ti viene addosso e ci vuole molta forza per tenerlo fermo. Non ho più l'età per fare queste cose.
One afternoon, we were entertaining friends in the garden when a sudden rainstorm hit and sent us running inside, where we danced the rain away and generally made fools of ourselves, and also learned that India's scared of tambourines.
Lo batte lire, roba che... Sei spaventata! Hello everywhere! Stamattina vi porto con me a fare alcune commissioni. Ho mezza giornata libera, quindi vi porterò con me. Abbiamo una settimana molto impegnativa, Nicki più di me, quindi questa settimana potrebbe succedere che non vedrete un video o magari faremo una diretta. I have a half day free and this is the problem. I lost my English word every time. Every time I want to say something in English, I'm lost the word. The first things I need to buy something for eat. Andremo a comprare qualcosa in un supermercato. And another things, yes, I need to go to car shop or something like that. For ask to change my car view, no, my car window, yes, and then I show you. Buongiorno amiche!
Ciao!
Buongiorno, buongiorno!
Hanno dato piano?
Ieri, ho avuto mica ieri. Allora, abbiamo parlato e lui ordina il vetro, tra qualche giorno sarà qua, una decina di giorni veramente, anche perché lui non ha tempo di montarlo subito questo vetro, e quindi niente, fra una decina di giorni lo chiamo, vengo qui e montiamo il vetro. Andiamo, si squaglia la spesa, andiamo. Si squaglia la spesa. Sto tornando a casa, ma forse ho esagerato un po' con la spesa. È pesante. Ok, ma ce la faccio arrivare a casa. Au! Le mie ginocchia stanno piangendo. Pesante. Ok, andiamo.
So we've got a big smoked mozzarella, fresh today. Some very, very tiny sweet potatoes, cucumbers, cherries, which are in season at the moment. These will be local ones. What are these called? Nectarines, radishes, mangoes, avocados, grapes, tomatoes because ours aren't ready in the garden yet, oranges, more tomatoes, bananas, melons, fette biscottata, these cardboardy things that Carlo eats for breakfast. Got a packet of muffins there, some pasta, crisps, tuna. This is why the bags were so heavy, because he had stocked up on every type of milk possible. Get out of the way, Indy. Get away. So I drink oat milk. Carlo likes coconut milk. What are you doing? And Carlo likes soya milk. And he's also bought some chocolate ones and some protein ones. All sorts of things. So that'll keep us going for a week or two. Oh dear, we have a bit of a problem. Indy has got into the sheep. Our neighbours have sheep and they roam around the olive groves here. And Indy, being a sheepdog, is attracted to the sheep, and she's just found a hole in the fence and got through and gone charging off chasing the sheep, which is quite worrying because they could easily fall down these terraces here if they lose their footing. So I've got to try and get her back. And I know she's not going to come. This is going to be a nightmare. Indy! Where is she? I can hear something. Let me have a look. I can hear something down there. Get in! I am in flip-flops, which is definitely not the right footwear for this terrain. Indy! Right, there's the sheep. Where's the dog? Indy! Where are you? This is Indy's family watching from above. Indy! There she is. There she is. Indy, vieni qua! Vieni qua! Ah! Indy! No! Vieni qua! Vieni qua! Oops! Oh dear. Although we already have a greenhouse full of tomatoes growing nicely in the back garden, they weren't quite enough for Luca, so he decided to put a couple more rows in down the front here. We were going to put some of the little tiny baby tomatoes and some yellow ones as well, but we couldn't find any starters or seeds, so he's putting in some Sorrento tomatoes.
Lose myself and give my heart come and go in shady places. used to sit and stare. Now the light runs through my lashes. It's taken 40 years, blood, sweat and tears. You are the love. I can show you how to start to find your way. I like the old-fashioned way. Give me that sweet love, those warm up kisses. Oh, well, you are the circle breaks, we find a new way. Strangers we know become husbands.
I'm on my way to work. There is a chicken going up the steps in front of me. I don't know if it's escaped from somewhere. What are you doing, little one? What are you doing? Give Aqua. Give Aqua. I don't know who to call. I don't know who you are. Looks suspiciously like one of mine. I'm in Ravello this morning for another makeup job. I think this week's video is going to be a little bit shorter than usual just because of the sheer amount of work I've had to do this week. It's been a busy week for weddings and I haven't had much time to film just because I don't often film people's weddings because it's their day, not mine, and I don't want to be too intrusive. And it's just been a bit too hectic all in all. We've had a couple of big storms. Last night we were supposed to go out on a boat trip down the coast to Nerano, have dinner in one of the restaurants, the classic Nerano dish, spaghetti zucchini alla Nerano, and just as I was about to leave the house, there was a huge thunderstorm which lasted for a good half hour or so. It was really quite violent. Holly was absolutely terrified, and of course the boat trip was cancelled because that would have not been a good mixture. Boats in thunderstorms, open boats in thunderstorms as well. So that got cancelled, and that was part of my plan for this week's video. So unfortunately I couldn't film that. And today I am in Ravello. As you can see, this is the Piazza of Ravello. It's still quite early. It's only 9:30 in the morning, so there's not many people around at the moment. I've got a big wedding here today. I'm not going to be able to film any of that because it's not my bride. It's a colleague of mine, Zoe. It's her bride and I'm helping out. So I'm not going to attempt to film any of that. And hopefully next week we'll be back on track. As I'm half an hour early, I'm going to do a very grown-up thing, something that I don't do very often. I'm going to go and sit down at Caffè Calcio here, one of the tables in the piazza, and have a cappuccino. Decaf cappuccino. I can't drink a coffee cup. I can't drink coffee. Hang on, let me go sit down and I'll explain. Okay, so I was saying I can't drink coffee. I can't drink any caffeine at the moment, so I've always known that I haven't been able to drink coffee. It gives me terrible tremors, which is very bad if you're doing eyeliner, so not good for makeup at all. But I also get sort of heart palpitations and very, very nauseous for about 5 or 6 hours after I drink coffee. And also in the last few months I've discovered that I can't drink any caffeine because it gives me headaches. I was getting up to 10 headaches a month. I was keeping a headache diary because I knew I was getting more than I should have been, and I was getting up to 10 a month, and it was really, really a bit of a problem. And when I was in England at Christmas, Dad suggested that I give up caffeine, so I started buying decaf tea bags, and my headaches have now gone down to about 3 or 4 a month, so it's definitely helped. Anyhow, I'm going to sit here and have my decaf cappuccino, and I always check like 5 times a month, are you sure it's decaf? Otherwise I'll be sick for the rest of the day. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy that. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I'll see you next week.